Columbine High School, April 20th, 1999. Cassie Bernal, 17. Stephen Cornell, 14. Corey DePuter, 17. Kelly Fleming, 16. Matthew Ketcher, 16. Daniel Mauser, 15. Daniel Robar, 15. Rachel Scott, 17. Isaiah Scholes, 18. John Tomlin, 16. William David Sanders, 47. Lauren Townsend, 18. Kyle Velasquez, 16.
There's a sense of urgency after the march for me. I was seeing students who were my age having an opinion, having a voice on a national stage. All of a sudden, people's voices were being heard. And I remember listening to an 11-year-old who was speaking, who had organized a walkout at her school. And I thought, well, if she can do it, why can't I? And it made me think, why not bring that energy to our community? Why not keep that student-driven, push for change going?
When I first read the notification on my phone reading, "Breaking news, school shooting in Parkland, Florida," I turned it over and I went back to my homework.
I remember sitting at dinner, table 39, where Mrs. Titus sits, where I sit at every meal I get the opportunity to. I was looking down at my phone and I got a Wall Street Journal notification about a school shooting in Florida. At first I was numb to it. It didn't bother me at all. And then it occurred to me that something was wrong.
I even stopped to consider the implications of that headline. It did not even occur to me to think of the people who had surely suffered that day, the kids my age who had lost their lives. The problem was, I'd heard the story before. Columbine, Sandy Hook, Red Lake, the list goes on and on. It has become a song we know better than any of the chart-topping songs, and we can sing it along to it in our nightmares.
This should have never happened, and I know it shouldn't happen again. Gun violence has no place in schools. We can all agree on that. If you are a proud Republican from South Carolina or a steadfast Democrat from New York, it does not matter. We are united against that violence here today that has killed far too many students in America. We may not all agree on how to solve this problem, but we all agree that this problem exists. We must keep that with us as we go forward. We are students. We are not targets.
We must be the last generation to let something like Columbine happen. It is our duty, our responsibility, to be the change that we wish to see. We will use our voices, and if that fails, we will take the offices that will allow us to alter our futures. The world is ours, and it's up to us to define what our future is.
Hey, Ren, so why did you decide to come out to the walkout today?
Because change needs to happen now, and it's the only way it's going to happen if we come out.
Because I believe gun violence is wrong and it's killing too many people. We have to learn to love in schools.
Because we're people, not targets.
I came out to get better understandings about the situation, learning other opinions from other people.
I just wanted to see both, I was hoping to see both sides of the story and figure out what exactly is going on.
I came out because it's always more powerful to protest when you know others are protesting with you. So spreading the knowledge that everyone's behind you makes it easier for you to support others.
Titus, why did you decide to come out to the walkout today?
Well, Casey, I thought it was important first and foremost to support our students, and I was very excited to hear what they were going to say, but I also believe in our obligation to try to be part of the solution for ending gun violence in schools.
Awesome. That's a great answer. Thank you so much.
Parkland, February 14th, 2018. This year's Valentine's Day. Alyssa Aldef, 14. Scott Beagle, 35. Martin Duke Anguinino, 14. Nicholas Doret, 17. Aaron Feast, 37. James Guttenberg, 14. Chris Hickson, 49. Luke Hoyer, 15. Kara Lugren, 14. Gina Montalto, 14. Joaquin Oliver, 17. Elena Petty, 14. Meadow Pollock, 18. Helena Ramsey, 17. Alex Shader, 14.